are back. And we're back with Big Time. What's going on, Big Time?
What's up?
Big Time, Showtime. What's going on?
Bro?
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, man. I just appreciate y'all having me come out here tonight. You know,
Thank
we
you for
gonna have
coming
a good
through.
time, man.
Thank you for coming through, my guy.
So who is Big Time?
Well, Big Time, I'm a little bit of everything. I'm just kind of like a, entrepreneur, songwriter, artist. You know, I do a little bit of all. Producer, born and raised in the area. You know, and I just got put on for my city, man. So
How long
that's
have
what
you
I'm
been
about.
doing music?
Shit, for as long as I can remember. I mean, I remember back in 4th grade, I was singing in talent shows. You know, trying to be an R&B singer. Like, I wanted to be like, you know, the next, you know what I'm saying? Jodeci or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day.
You still sing?
Nah, not really. My
You
voice
said
changed.
like you were about to sing for us.
I mean, my voice changed, you know, as I got older, my voice changed. So now I just kind of took up the mic and started rapping, you know, so it's like I just kind of
do a little bit
progressed.
Drakey?
Yeah, I do a little Drake. You know, all my songs are a little bit melodic. So I give you a little melody in all of them.
People always like to use the word melodic. Melodic.
I mean, it is like melodic. You know, you got it. It's kind of like the humming. I mean, naturally, we from the DMV, so we got that melodic tone anyway. Like, with our slang and stuff, we kind of sing a little bit. It like got a little...
We like kill,
hold everything at the end a little bit. So it's just like natural to put it in our music. You know what I'm saying?
So you write?
Yeah, I write.
You write
I've been
everything?
writing. Yeah, I've been writing for a long time. I did a lot of ghost writing for go-go bands back in the day.
Oh,
like I
okay.
wrote a lot of stuff of Critical Condition band, CCB's their first album. I wrote the song "I'm Classy" and a couple other jumps on there. So I was doing that, and then kind of branched off, started writing for a lot of other artists. But now I'm just focused on me. I'm focused on putting out my project and taking it to the top.
Now you mentioned DMV. DMV means it's a tri-state. Where in the DMV are you from?
Well, I'm actually from PG County.
Where
I was
PG?
born in Washington D.C. and I would say I'm all over PG County. So my first 8 years of my life grew up in Capitol Heights. Then I moved out Upper Marlboro, Largo area. Then I moved out Bowie. Then I moved to Landover. So basically, I just say I'm from Central Avenue. That go up and down that jump. You just ride up and down that bug and
You gonna hear all of them.
Exactly. You gonna hear all of them off the main 214. So yeah, PG County. I rap that to the fullest.
PG all day,
All
baby.
day.
So how you met Sip?
Oh man,
You seem like you're a pretty cool guy to be hanging with a guy like Sip.
me and Sip go way back. I used to play basketball with his brother, hooping on the military base.
You see,
He know me when I first moved here.
Whoa. Let me ask a question. Give me a check. He used to play basketball with his brother.
Yeah.
Have you heard any basketball stories about Sip?
About Sip?
Yeah, big Sip.
Nah, I ain't hear no basketball
All right,
stories.
thank you.
He ain't used to hoop with us, but I mean, he used to be out there jump like. All right, so we was on this base called Bowling Air Force Base, and this when Sip first moved here from Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So we used to run up. They had what's called the shopette. You know what I'm saying? I was working on the base, so the shopette is like a gas station / liquor store, but like the liquor store used to just be wide open, like with shelves and everything. So you can't bring no dudes like us on the base. We going in that junk loading up our pockets with liquor. You know what I'm saying? Everything. We walking out that junk with straight fifths of Henny bottles and all that. So Sip used to be out that junk. That's why we drinking and chilling and just
but no
kicking the shit, talking music. Nah, no basketball with Sip. No basketball with Sip. Nah.
It's like a backstory because they've been trying. Prez has been trying to get Sip on the court for like a year now. For a year, he's been trying to get Sip on the court, and it's just not. It has not been happening. So like, Prez is like enjoying this moment fully. Like,
hey, I got faith in my man. He get out that jump.
First of all, I can hoop. I can hoop.
How he's gonna get out there? He take me a while.
I can hoop.
By the time he gets to the basketball court,
I can hoop, my nigga.
I mean, it must be in the family. I mean, his brother can ball a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He was dunking at like 14, 15 or something. Like,
yo, Jocko got dumb bunnies, but I'm more fundamentally sound than Jocko.
Yeah, that's
way more fundamentally sound than Jocko.
So you know shit for a long time. You never heard one basketball story.
Now one basketball story. I mean, I'm gonna be honest though, Sip. I ain't gonna stop. We was balling, you know what I'm saying? Sip was with the ladies, so you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna knock my man. He had the ladies on the baseline we hooping, so.
He ain't doing nothing with the ladies. Anyway.
Now we're getting somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess his focus is a little different, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
we getting drunk and balling.
I don't play outside.
Maybe you should state that.
2, I don't play outside. I already said that.
State that. Don't
I already said I don't play outside.
Don't say that. Don't say you're a great basketball player.
I'm a very good basketball.
Don't say that.
Why you don't play outside though?
Because I had reconstructive knee surgery.
Oh, in the concrete. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
So 2, I will bust your fucking ass.
See?
Hey, well, whenever y'all ready to play, let me know. I'll be there too.
Shit, everybody gonna be there. The world wanna know. Everybody waiting on the world waiting on Sip.
I'm going to bust your ass. Like it's going. I'm going to legit. I can hoop. Like I'm not just saying like I play. Like I can play. Just play this. I used to play AAU basketball. All that.
Sip, we're waiting. We're all waiting.
We're a basketball family.
We're all waiting.
Okay, man.
All waiting. Whenever
I'm just a cool kid, but I'm just letting you know I will bust your fucking ass.
Put me in speed dial, so I'll be one number away.
Like I can
this
hoop.
is a game I cannot miss.
Yeah, I gotta see this one.
This is a game
it's never gonna happen.
Big time. I'm going to bust his ass.
Because I like high key think neither one of you guys can ball. I
Really?
think both of you guys are trash.
Are you serious?
Hell yeah, I think both of y'all trash.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm dead ass.
Okay.
Wow.
We can go tomorrow.
We can go tomorrow.
Okay, let's go tomorrow.
Just to prove a point, because I'm ready to bust your ass.
Let me know. I'm there. You know,
I'm ready to bust your ass.
Let's take bets on it. Let's take bets on this.
I know, because I'm tired. I'm sick. I'm so sick and tired. I'm really going to bust your ass.
I'm you sick and tired? I've been sick and tired.
All right.
You can play a little
You sick and tired of hearing bullshit. He's sick and tired of you saying that you can't ball.
Whatever.
So y'all sick and tired of being sick and tired. So
Yeah,
get y'all trash asses out there.
I'm going to bust ass.
Joy. Relax, okay?
Nah, y'all feel like both y'all trash.
No, I'm that nigga in basketball. I don't care who the guy.
Okay.
I don't believe with him. I definitely don't believe
it.
with him.
I haven't played basketball in so long, but I know the game so much.
Become the excuses.
Prez, you're not going to beat me at all. Like you're going to be, you're going to be like, all right, you're going to have no other choice to be like, goddamn, Sip is really athletic as fuck. I really didn't think he was.
Let's make a bet. Whatever you want me to do.
Yeah, I sound like I need to put money on this one. This is like
I'm going to bust his ass.
Put whatever on it. Sit be in basketball? Never.
Yes, I used to play for the base team and everything.
Give a fuck. You play for the NBA, nigga. Fuck, nobody cares. Fuck out of here. Nigga, you cannot beat me in basketball. It's simple as that. Never. Nigga, you can't run up 5 steps without. Nigga, you can't be in basketball, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
It sounds like shots fired right there.
That was not nice.
Oh, we're not saying the facts? We're saying the facts.
It's not a fact.
Anyway.
Yo, that was so mean, Prez. With the sound effect.
I'm going to bust Prez ass.
Okay.
Jacquel was just in school, so he just playing more. I didn't go to high school here.
Yeah,
so what court y'all at tomorrow? That's what I want to know.
It don't matter. Could be in the moon. Let's
it's one right around the corner. We can.
Let's get busy. Anyway, stop making an interview about it. We have this conversation so many times, so many interviews. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Big Time is here. Let's give Big Time the time he needs. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna make sure I call you when we play.
For sure. Shit. Please do.
Shit.
I want to be there.
Shit. Set the time and tell him right now, so you ain't gotta call him. Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I get Jocko to come dunk on your motherfucking ass right now, nigga.
Whatever, nigga. You keep on talking. We can go tonight.
We can.
Let's go tonight then. Fuck it.
We can.
Let's go to the court tonight.
We can.
There's a trunk. There's a ball in my trunk, nigga.
We can.
Right
okay.
Here.
I will just bring the ball out. Well, let me see the ball after the thing. I will bust your. I will shake the shit out of you.
I mean, he might can body you up though.
No,
bro.
I don't have to know.
Low,
First of all, I want you. You gonna be. You got a basketball in your trunk, right?
Yeah, I do.
And you're gonna be here with your camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you want this documented?
I just want to drop him right quick. I want to shake him one good time on camera.
Okay.
We can do that in the parking lot.
No, whatever you want to do. Right. Shake me in the parking lot, nigga. Fuck.
I will shake you in the parking lot.
Shake me in the parking lot. Shake me in the parking lot. Shake me in the basketball court. Do whatever you want.
Just to show, just to give you a little smidget
We're
of what you're gonna.
All your rules.
Just to give you a little smidget of the shit you're going to be in for.
Sit. Here's the luxury about this conversation. You make all the rules and locations.
It's a basketball in your trunk. Just let me see the basketball.
Come on, y'all. All right. Let's just bring it back.
Just to show you, one, I can handle a basketball. Two, that you're not gonna
You can't
fuck
see a
with.
basketball while you have it in your hands.
No, I can handle I can dribble a basketball very well. I can do tricks and all that crazy shit. Like, you remember the Kobe Bryant trick from the? You remember that? You remember that joint? Still my shit, my nigga. I will use it in the game.
And this shit is funny as hell, yo. Anyway.
All right, Prez. It's a basketball in your trunk, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just let me show you.
Okay.
After the show.
Facts. Let's do that. Big time.
What's up? What's up?
Now that we've got that out the way.
I stopped listening to him a long time ago, but you know what I'm saying?
It's fine. It's fine. He got a basketball in his trunk. I ain't gotta say nothing else.
Big time. Okay. So how did you get into music? You said you've been doing it all your life.
All my life.
Did you go to school?
All my life, yeah, I went to school, but not for music or whatever. How I got into it though is I had a cousin, older cousin, I kind of looked up to. We probably like 12 years apart or something like that. He was kind of like my big brother in a sense. And like when he was like in his, teenage years, early 20s or whatever, he had like a little R&B group. So I used to see the way he moved and all that stuff. He did a lot of stuff with like, Maya and stuff when she was, doing her thing back in the day. And I just kind of like watched him, and he the first one who took me into the studio, and I just kind of fell in love with it then. You know what I'm saying? Watching the way he moved, it was dope. I remember he used to give me his little demo tape, with him and his group as bandmates. And remember on the back of CDs, they used to have the address and stuff like that. So I put the joint in a little envelope, mail the joint off. Of course, the mailman bring that joint right back because you gotta put the stamp and all that on it. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got into it, just watching the way he moved. So
what's one of your biggest success story in this music business?
My biggest success stories, well, actually right now, going up to Sony Records. I ain't gonna say that any deal is in place, but things is being worked out. You know what I'm saying? So right now, that's my, that's what I'm looking forward to. I mean, I did, opened up for Kanye West, T.I., Juvenile, and all that stuff like that. But ain't nothing like that bag. So
how did our meeting come about with Sony? What do you think triggered our meeting?
So I had like PR, and PR has a really good relationship with them. As a PR guy based out in New York or whatever. I was part of the Underground Hip Hop Awards in New York at the BB King Blues out there, and I was like one of the songs of the year. And that's how me and him kind of got a relationship. So a dude by the name of Jesse Atkins, Urban Threshold. So just working with him, he was like, "Yo, I'm sending your music over to this rep." It's actually a dude who found J. Cole, guy by the name of Kurt Lightburn. Y'all can look him up. He the one who signed J. Cole. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna send your stuff over there, and I'm gonna set this meeting up, And then I went up there, and this was probably like maybe about 3-4 months ago. When I got up there, we just vibed out, you know what I'm saying? He was loving my music and all that stuff like that, and we've been building from there. Now, of course, there's a lot of things in place, and I don't want to get, too detailed, because, we still working on getting all the negotiations together, but, hey, it's looking like I'm going to be signing on that dotted line real soon.
Okay. So it's not like you had to take the major role versus the independent role?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's something about having that machine behind you that can really take you to the next level. I mean, if you notice, there's a lot of guys in the DMV right now who's signing with those major labels. I mean, you got Cuter Food just did Rock Nation. You got Rico Nasty, she doing Atlantic. Yeah. So it's just a lot of artists right now. It's like, you buzzing and you could do the indie road, but with indie is a lot more work. With the label, what they can do is they can take your grassroots following and expand it and make it millions of people now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of just flooding the market with your music and with images of you and all that stuff like that. So that's why I think it's just going to be more beneficial for me, just kind of speed up the process in a sense, as a father taking an indie route where I have to, go to each state, go to each country, go everywhere just to kind of get that
awareness going.
That building.
Yeah. So you mentioned process. What process are you referring to? What is your process? Where are we going? Where are we driving to?
So right now, just trying to drop my album. That's what I'm trying to actually put out on the label. So right now I'm just have a collection of songs. I'm at a good 18 strong songs right now. And that's what I want to put out. I'm fine tuning everything. And I'm just waiting to drop it, you know what I'm saying? Waiting until everything, you know, was situated, seeing what the label's talking about, then I'm gonna go ahead and put it out, you know what I'm saying? So that's my focus right now. It's passive aggressive the album, and just continually you know, going out there and touring and things of that nature. Like I got a show coming up in August in the Maldives. I'm actually working with an independent label right now called Bentley Records, and they set up a show for me in the Maldives. That's over, you know, closer on like the Asian side of things.
It's a beautiful
and it's
place.
Like, yeah, I can't wait to go out there. I'm gonna be ecstatic about that. But it's called the Surf Music Festival. It's basically like a big EDM concert. You know, 24 hours. You know, constant partying and stuff like that. But they throwing in a couple, you know, rap acts in there as well. So
how often you record?
Shoot, basically I record probably a couple times a week. So this is what I do. On my Mac at home, I got like a garage band, you know what I'm saying? So I'll go in there, I'll throw a beat on, you know what I'm saying, and I'll record ideas. Like, you know, I don't do generally any writing anymore. I might go in there and say 2 bars. Pause, think about it, say another 2 bars. You know what I'm saying? And kind of format my song like that. Like, I'm not the best engineer or anything, so once I have that basic idea how I want it to flow, deliver, you know, the concept and everything on the beat, then I go to my my engineer, which is Phase Recording and Media out in White Plains. And he's actually an engineer for Raheem Devon. When I go out there, I record everything that I recorded on my garage band and stuff like that. That way I have time to practice it. I got the feel, I could deliver it, my voice be amplified and things of that nature, and then have him mix it like that. So, you know, I go to him probably, you know, one Sunday out the month and knock out like 3 songs of stuff that I just kind of been putting together over the course of the month.
So how was it working with Fat Trail and King Los? How did that come?
Oh man, that was great. Basically, I just reached out to their management. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Debo. You know, I reached out to him. He got Fat Trail working with me on the track. We just basically, I sent him the hook and the beat and, you know, kind of like the concept that I already had. Sent me the verse back. You know what I'm saying? I put the joint together. I was like, yo, this joint is fire. But it was y'all missing something. I needed something that was kind of, you know, kind of just going in a different direction. Because I like my style, I would say I'm not always like in that trap element. You know what I'm saying? I have trap elements to me, but my sound isn't all the way trap. So I wanted something that was more lyrical as well, because I feel like I'm a perfect combination of both. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, who can amplify this whole, you know, lyrical style? And I was just kind of thinking different artists and things like that, but I wanted to keep it all DMV and in-house. So my man, you know, he up in Baltimore or whatever. So I was like talking to him, and he was like, yo, why not King Los? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, that's perfect, like, cause he's one of the most lyrical guys in the game. So I reached out to Los, you know what I'm saying, got his verse. He was over in LA at the time. He knocked out his verse, sent that junk to me ASAP, put the junk all together, you know what I'm saying? And we got counted up, and right now that junk is doing numbers. Actually, it's on iTunes right now, Tidal, Spotify, go check it out. Count It Up, Big Time featuring Fat Trail and King Los. Right now it's doing numbers. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm gonna get a nice little you know, payday off that junk, you know, because every 3 months, you know, they like to you gotta wait for 3 months. I just released it, so after the 3 months, but they show you the sales and trending report. So I'm looking at the sales and trending report, and I'm like, damn, like I didn't think it was gonna go like this. So I just can't wait to see what it's gonna look like once after those 3 months when I get everything.
Are you gonna do a visual behind it? You gonna do a video?
Yeah, working on the visual. My man Face, the one who just did that video that I just dropped. We're gonna do the visual behind that as well. You know, just give you a little something in the area. You know what I'm saying?
So King Los is taking up battle rapping. What do you think about that? Do you think
I think he can actually excel at that. I mean, that's kind of like where he started at. He's like one of the most lyrical dudes that I've ever, you know what I'm saying, encountered or heard. So I mean, I think he got one coming up with Daylight, a battle with Daylight.
Rare, I know it's on RBE.
Yeah, Rare Breed or something like that. Yeah,
really?
That's supposed to be.
King Los battling Daylight?
Yeah, he's battling Daylight. Yeah. But
that is something to see.
But Los got bars for days, so you know, I don't think it's gonna be no slouch.
You think he got a chance of winning? Because you know how that rapper, the battle rapper. You know, you had a couple rappers who tried to get into that, to the battle rap thing.
And Daylight is a battle rapper for like On all angles.
All angles. That's what he does. He battle
they
rap.
Like to
but battle rap for real. Like
but I gotta remember that's how King Lo started with the whole battle in the trenches of underground Baltimore. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That was his thing. Like he wasn't trying to be like, you know, an artist in a sense. Like he came back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like he started with that. He started with the battle rap and art, then became an artist creating songs and stuff like that and being extra lyrical. Now he's trying to take it back to the roots of where it started. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta always bring it back. I mean, if you look at other artists like Nicki Minaj, she started with street records, branched off the pop, now she bringing it back. So you always kind of come back home to what you used to. So I see him actually giving, you know, Daylight a run for his money, truthfully.
Let's talk about Good Enough.
Oh, Good Enough. So that's the song I just dropped. You know, I dropped that last week. Basically, it's just basically saying like, you know, as far as my music and stuff like that, I feel like I'm not getting enough traction within my city. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest things that I really kind of, you know, I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? Why I'm hitting the ground running is because I want my city to kind of behind me, because I love the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised in the area, it runs through my blood, and I want to get back to the DMV. But I want DMV to kind of give me something too, in a sense, as far as taking, you know what I'm saying, taking my music and recognizing my talent.
If you had to guess, why you think the DMV is not fully behind like you would like the DMV to be behind you?
Maybe because right now we're in a phase of more street artists, and me, in a sense, I'm not no street artist at all.
What kind of artist do you categorize yourself to be?
I would say more of a smooth commercial sounding artist. Mm-hmm. Like all my songs, in a sense, are kind of commercial, something that you can hear on the radio, something that you can hear in the club and stuff like that. I ain't talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang. I'm talking about real life things that happen, either something that I experienced in a relationship, you know, the good and the bad, or something that happened with my folks that I seen, or, you know, not necessarily, you know what I'm saying, any trap or anything like that.
So what are you doing to change the DMV support?
I'm working with straight tastemakers in the area. I mean, right now I'm working with Made in the DMV. You know, they put on a lot of good programs and stuff in the area and stuff like that, and they helping me with publicity within the area, just reaching out to them, doing a lot of artist showcases, you know, coming with guys like you and doing interviews and just kind of hitting the ground running and just having more exposure, you know what I'm saying, in this area. I mean, because I go up to New York, I perform at like SOBs or something like that, and I'm getting love from the crowd. I'm like, damn, that's New York. Why can't I get that same type of vibe down here at home?
How long have you been doing this?
Don't get me started, cuz.
Look, bro, don't listen to sip, okay? Whatever you're doing, listen to sip. It's a lot of love here, bro. You're on the right path.
Keep the
positive energy going.
Not no love here.
Keep putting in the work.
It is not no love here.
Sip. Do you know how much love you get from being in this show right now?
Can I finish my question?
This show right here is get a lot of love.
I understand.
We interview almost everybody in the DMV.
I'm not talking about us, but
you know why?
I'm talking about as far as. Hold on, I'm sorry, Joe. This is kind of important. We just sat here. Because we did not speak on it, and I had so much to say about this past weekend.
We can do a podcast on how about that.
As far as
we can find the podcast. How about that?
As far as DMV and their artists, these DMV showcases, I got you, and everything.
Sip, like facts. Like I shake your hand. We can do a podcast. You and I put it out.
I don't want to do no damn podcast.
It's this big time of time. I don't want it to be time. Because Joe got a question she want to ask. She want to ask him. So I'm just saying, real talk.
It's just all important.
We can disagree and agree on a podcast. You and I, real talk. I'm serious.
I got some thoughts on the area too, just as far as like, especially with like radio. I mean, if you go to Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, they playing their artists constantly. It don't matter if they indie or they big or whatever, you know what I'm saying, they playing their artists. I go to you know, a station up here, I ain't gonna name no names or whatever, and they like, dog, we love your music. This is with the Los and the Fat Trail record, and they was like, you know what I'm saying, this joint is hot. But, you know what I'm saying, once you go down south and take your song down south and explode down there and bring it back, you know what I'm saying, up here and we'll play it. And I'm like, damn, you just told me the joint is hot. Like, why not play my record? Why do I have to go somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, to get on and get popping just for you guys, my home, to support it, you know what I'm saying, to get behind it. So it's just little stuff like that where in this area I feel like we could do a lot better in certain things.
I have my take on it.
We can do so much better. As far as the independent artist is concerned, it could be so much.
I have my take on it, but I'm gonna let y'all go to the prison.
I forgot my question. So.
You just being a woman right now. You being sensitive.
I'm not. I legit forgot my question. That's why I was trying to get it out. So we can move on.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, like I legit had my question on my tip of my tongue. This is me ignoring you because you trying to start some shit. This is me like totally ignoring you. So it's a wrap. I forgot my question, and so we moving on.
Listen, Joy, I apologize for that, but
I appreciate it.
Especially after this past weekend, I'm just so ashamed of the DMV, just independent artists and just the whole.
Well, what happened? I want to know. Y'all can talk about it.
I'm going to. Okay, well, I don't give a fuck what Prez got to say about none of this shit or whatever, and I feel like
did I miss something when I left?
I don't give a fuck what you gotta say either.
No, it's just me, general, and just me.
Oh, well, yeah, I know your mind.
Let him go ahead.
No, it's not
himself.
even that. It's like with these DMV artists. Like I'm here with the culture now, so I want to see people. I want to see us make it. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
People out of here make it. I, in a sense, make it, or we, in a sense, make it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody makes it. So one of the things that I do notice here, and I don't know if it's because my ear is different. One, I wasn't raised here or whatever, especially nowadays. It's, aside from, people like yourself where you do make all the music that are being released here, it sounds the same.
That is true.
It sounds the same, and a lot of people are asking, what's the problem with the DMV? Why don't we get put on? It's plain and simple. These artists aren't making good music.
I agree.
They're not making good music. We get to these showcases. These artists aren't taking the showcase seriously. They don't perform well or anything. That's so if you don't believe in your music, you can't make nobody else believe in your music. One.
Gotcha.
So you might be able to make somebody, get into your song just based off performance alone. They don't do that. We sat up here at this DMV Summer Jam this past Saturday and watched these artists not know their music, not perform it. Record after record got up there, wasn't mixed and mastered, didn't sound good, wasn't appealing to the ear at all. Besides them not performing well or whatever, they're not taking it seriously. Then once people perform, they up and leave. So ain't nobody else watching nobody else perform. Ain't no, you know what I'm saying? We can't expect nobody else to fuck with us if we're not fucking with us.
Each other, yeah, very true.
And every fucking single showcase I DJ at, been by the host, the judge, or whatever, it's been the same exact way. The promoters, all they're doing is getting artists to pay to perform.
Yep.
And it's not natural or organic. They're not going. These promoters aren't going around actually getting good artists that are, you know what I'm saying, and then having people actually stick around. Like the thing to do, like in Atlanta, is the showcase. You go to a showcase, everybody's there. Yeah. Anybody and everybody is there. And then after these artists perform, they're gone out. You know what I'm saying? They're gone out the building. Like, how are you supposed to? Like, we're in a social media area, and everything looks good compared to social media. So even if you know what I'm saying, people want to do it on show it on social media, it looks like bullshit because once they get out there and perform, they're not performing. They ain't performing to nobody.
Yeah, everybody loves
these people out here. Yeah. These artists get selected to perform. They can't bring 5 to 10 people with them, to support them. This is why the DMV independent music scene is struggling. And all the music sounds the same. They need people around them that aren't gonna be like, one that need a different ear, because all the fucking music sounds the same. They all rap the same. They all rapping for 4 to 5 minutes. Don't nobody want to hear no song for 45 minutes or no more. This is all going on and I'm sorry, like I can't take it no more. Like I'm gonna start telling these artists like, yo, that shit ain't hitting on shit. You're not gonna be able to go to Chicago, somebody appreciating Chicago. You're not gonna be able to go to Memphis and somebody appreciated Memphis. The only people that are gonna appreciate it are the people in your clique. And that's the way it is. I'm sorry.
True. I can agree. I can agree with that.
I can disagree. I can disagree. But it's all good. I'm gonna let you, you know what I'm saying, express yourself. But I can disagree.
I don't care. If these artists start coming through here with this whack music, I'm gonna start telling them because somebody needs to tell them.
This is all I'm gonna say to you, okay? Do we charge people for an interview here?
I didn't say us. I'm saying
that's why I respect.
Hold on. Answer the question, please.
No, we don't.
I let you talk. Let me talk. I'm asking the question. Respect my. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking right now. Do we charge people for an interview? Okay. Have we made mistake with people who we brought in the show?
Yes, a lot.
Let's answer the fucking question. Please, I'm begging you. Be respectful and be honest. Like I respect your position with what you said. Answer the question. Have we brought folks in the show that don't deserve the platform?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, have we struggled with the show?
No.
Yes, we have. Are we successful as a culturing show? What other artists do, does it bother us? Or does it prevent us from moving along with the show? Thank you very much. Now, in conclusion, the point I'm trying to make is that everyone has their own culture, view, family, the way they was raised on things. Presentation is off. Okay? If you're gonna sit here and complain and say we as a culture, you cannot say that because I'm not one of those guys, and Culture Link is not a part of that. What you had to say is identify the issue. Say these artists are not present their music properly, or they're not taking this shit seriously. Because you said it yourself. You're gonna start telling these artists their music not hitting for shit. So when you say support as a radio station or whoever, or media or video man, just like you're not supporting it, what you just said, you contradict yourself. Because you just said you're going to tell the artist their music not hitting for shit. But in the back end, you're saying we collectively not supporting our artists. Give me talk. Give me a second, please. Give me a second. Let you talk. I ain't interrupt you at all. A lot of times you said a lot of things. I want to say something. I'll let you talk. All right? You just said you're going to tell the artist that their music not hitting for shit, right? Right? So you're contradicting yourself. So you are a part of the problem. So if their music not hitting for shit, you should still play the shit. You see what I'm saying? Based on what you're saying as far as support, you said this. So what I'm saying to you that where the problem starts is the product. So if the artist's not providing a proper product, you can't play it in the club. We can't interview them. If they don't approach you right, if they're like, yo, what's up, my nigga, play my shit, you're gonna be like, nah. Even if it's hot, your presentation is off. So talk to the artist, and if you're gonna complain, consult and try to fix the issue. Don't sit back and complain and say this is the issue, blah, 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 blah. Start some type of movement, or some type of podcast, or consultant, or book, or something on how to get your music out in the DMV. I started something about how to start a t-shirt line, say we support each other, some shit like that. But don't sit here and complain, say we're not supporting. We stop, identify the issue, and start give us one single solution at all the complaints you just made. Give us a solution, because again, you are contradicting yourself. And that's my point.
I disagree because one, me telling them, yo, your music is not sounding good, that's me supporting them in the way that they're gonna go take that shit to New York, and they're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is this? If they're not making good music, that's where it starts.
When Big Time will go to PGC or wherever he went, wherever he went,
they'll probably tell him,
and they say his music hot. Maybe they don't want to hurt his feelings. Maybe they don't want to have.
It don't have to be about hurting his feelings. This is a business
with him. My point.
This is
they
the
don't
business.
Want to have a competition with you, Big Time. You feel me? So they're gonna
why does it have to be a competition if you're not making good music?
Maybe there's an issue where you present your music, they're not telling you. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so
I don't think it's that though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
If you're not offering a good product,
things. So with him knowing this, try to help the issue. Don't sit there and say there's an issue and
one of the biggest. Okay, but one of the biggest issues is that the songs are not good. Plain and simple. How is that not supporting by telling them, yo, that's not a good record? Okay. I'm not wrong as a DJ for saying that's not a good record.
All I'm saying, bro, if you're gonna complain, support the
that's
system.
Not complain. That's not complain. That's me telling them that's not a good record.
I take my complaint back. Identify the issue, but at the same time, identify a solution, please. That's all I'm asking for. If you can identify the issue and a solution, I'm with you all the way. But don't sit here and keep on identifying the issue and there's no solution coming out your mouth.
I'm not the one making music. Okay. I can identify good music. I don't identify. I'm not in the studio with them making the music, but that's not a good product. That product is not gonna do what you want it to do. Plain and simple. That's where it starts. It's where the music, with the music. If the music and the song is whack, that's where it starts.
I just wish, like, I mean, let me applaud PGC, because they do have a segment where they play nothing but, you know what I'm saying, local artists. And I was featured on that, had an interview, they played my song and everything. But I just wish it was kind of even across the board on at every, you know what I'm saying, radio
everybody
station.
Everybody can't be rich, like, everybody can't be a superstar, everybody can't be a trash man, everybody can't be the president.
But
Fact,
they gotta still give people an outlet to those who are pushing and good though.
It sounds like you're very lyrical, you take this very serious. So you're telling me that the rappers who like, yeah, this is cool, I'm gonna tell my friend I'm a rapper, should have the same opportunity you have?
They should have the same opportunity as far as like if they wanted it. It don't matter how trash you are. If they want it enough and can go there and set up and say like, I need to interview for that, and they believe in themselves enough. Yeah, I think they should have the same opportunity.
Hell no.
Yeah.
If you don't invest in yourself as much as we do in this show or whatever it's me, I'm not giving you the opportunity. If a rapper call you right now and say, get on my song, and you go look at their profile, they got 10 followers and they shooting guns and doing some dumb shit, you're not gonna hop on their song.
I'm not gonna hop on their song.
Exactly. So what are you saying then?
I'm saying if they have enough, you know what I'm saying, enough will to go to the radio station,
you, not the
will,
you
know what I'm saying, and set up, not necessarily ask me, but enough will to go set up the meeting, you know what I'm saying, because they're not gonna let anybody just come to the station and be like, yo, play my track. They set up a meeting, they set up the preliminary joint where they actually supposed to give you feedback and everything and say like, yo, and they give you the feedback and say this joint is hot, but they say make sure it pops somewhere else first before we can make it pop here. I just don't understand that, you know what I'm saying? Then you can go across the street and get the same song played.
And do you want me to tell you why? Because you answer your own question. You said that DMV don't support you like you would like them to support you, right? Mm-hmm. Me being a person, I own this facility and whatnot, right? I know a lot of folks at radio station, and he know people that I know very personally, not even on some corporate shit personally, right? Mm-hmm. This is the way it works. When Geico called PGC and said, we're going to give you $1 million for commercial, how many listeners do you have? And PGC respond, we have 2 million listeners, right? Mm-hmm. They're not going to play your music. When they play your music and you don't have any fans here, the listeners drop. I'm not doing it. So you need to work in your fan base, so when you go to them, the fans convince the station to play your music. It's a business. You see what I'm saying?
I'm fine with that.
So they may not be lying to you, your music hot, my nigga, but hey, you gotta create a fan base to buzz. Per what you're saying, you like DMV to support you more. So you get DMV to support you more and go to the station, I promise you the reaction will be different. You see what I'm saying? And that's the math right that you gotta figure out. And that's how it works. It's not like they don't wanna support you, but yo, it's dollars being invested in the station for equipment, for utility, employees, blah, 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 blah. Right. You just can't just walk up in here and just play your music. That's not how it works. You got to become some type of sacrifice.
So sell spots. I mean, every radio station got commercial spots, right? Like that they have. So me, I'm the type, I invest in myself.
So you would pay
I would pay to have my song played.
You can do that, because I paid for commercial and radio before.
Yeah.
So you can join a band and say you want a song. You know you can do that, right?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they could have told. They could have told me that then. I would have been like that.
It doesn't have to be a literal song being played, but you can create a commercial with your record on and say, advertise and say, how's the firm when you're rapping, whatever. My name is blah blah. Don Juan did that for the show with Big Tick and them. You feel me? And his name got circulated. You feel me? You can do that, and you can pay for that ad. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is a business. You have to understand that. So they're saying you're dope. Yes, you're fucking dope. But my nigga, I'm not risking my job for you. Cause you don't have a fan base. Guy can come and pay me this $2 million or pay the station this $2 million, and we can't prove these numbers to him. We gonna lose Geico. Who the fuck are you? I don't know you. I'm not doing it. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand the layers of how this thing works. So again, you have to go out. This show right here, like we know, Sip know, Joy know, you got to be putting in work to get in the show. And we don't charge you guys, and we cover everything, right? Mm-hmm. And the reason why we do it this way, if you're not putting in work, we're not bringing you on here for you to come suck what we have over here, and you're not doing nothing on your end.
Right.
It's not even. You see what I'm saying? It's unfair.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So when I a corporate company, I'm not your side of the corporate side. I'm trying to identify the fact of how this puzzle goes together. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying.
And that's all I'm saying. I'm not picking sides, but this is what it is.
It's a business, yeah.
If we gonna make this DMV thing, I think DMV is on right now. DMV is popping. Based on where I came from, what I know, shit's hot right now. You see what I'm saying? And if we all gonna be collectively in this thing called the entertainment industry, radio personality, graphic design, and video man, cameraman, whatever, We all play a major role. It's like a football team.
Right.
And we gotta play a position well. And we gotta stop looking at what that man not doing, that man not doing. And once you start doing that,
that's true. We gotta
fuck everything up.
Figure out what we not doing ourselves.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And that's where I stand. So I'm not picking sides or bashing anybody. I'm just saying if you're gonna sit here and say something about blah 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 and pointing a finger, 2 fingers pointing back at you. And that's all I'm saying.
That's real. I respect it.
Yeah. You cool? You can not be cool. I don't care. Just not be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm tripping. I ain't tripping.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm just saying, you can not be cool. You're not be cool. But these conversations need to be, I want to say televised. We're not there, but need to be fucking like put in the forefront to start spark these minds, start thinking. Because what I just said to you, people don't see things from this angle. And they talk and forget about, okay, this is a quarter of what's actually going on. What about the rest 3/4? Let's piece it together, have a conversation, how we put it together. You feel me? We don't do that. We're just like, okay, well, I'm here, and because I'm experienced this is what it is. This is not what it is. It's a bigger of a 3/4 of the puzzle out here that you're not thinking about because you're not in that everyday life. You see what I'm saying? I'm not in the studio every day writing raps, so I can't come in there and tell you, yo, this syllable go right here. I'm not in the club DJing every day, so I can't walk in and tell you, yo, play that song, it has that tempo or blah. I can't do that. So in order to do that, I gotta have a conversation with you and Sim about rap and about DJ, so he can correct me, and so you can correct me. Like, oh, that's how it works. Okay, then I can do that.
Gotcha.
But me just sitting here saying, oh, you a turbo rapper, you a turbo DJ, or blah 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 blah. Nah, I can't sit here and say, yo, that's cool. No, that's whack. You gotta be considerate of exactly what's going on. And when you do that, when you start talking about ATL or Cali or New York, I just saw a post of YG asking for online marketing team. Fucking YG, a millionaire.
He was asking for an online marketing team?
He was shopping for a marketing team, and this guy, he's very popular, he does marketing. There's a post of YG, the guy was telling YG, don't hire anyone, do it yourself because of blah, 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 blah. YG's a millionaire, he's popular, why is he shopping for a marketing team? So you and a lower tier artist than YG right now, why shouldn't you be considering a marketing team? You see where I'm going with this? And these are the things that strive a radio station to play your shit or bring you in for an interview.
Yeah, we got to replicate kind of what the bigger artists is doing.
And YG can send a music out and get a bunch of spins on the radio and Spotify or whatever business fan base, but he's still shopping for an online marketing team. It doesn't make any sense.
Which is why I'm trying to do the major label, because they have all that, it encompasses all that.
Thank you very much.
Instead of doing the indie way, because then you got to pay all those people. So that's why I like the major.
Exactly. And that's all I'm saying to you. It's more to it than just like sitting here and pointing a finger saying, hey, no, DMV is on right now, bro.
I mean, yeah, compared to where it came from, it definitely is on.
DMV's on.
Yeah, DMV, compared to where, the only one really on from the area is Wale. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that's only really, everybody else got deals, but we don't know what their deals look like yet. We don't know if they 360 deals or they getting raped every time they go do a show. We don't know, so we can say DMV is getting there. You know what I'm saying?
DMV
it's definitely getting. As far as R&B, DMV is on.
Rico Nasty is out of here, regardless of what the deal is, regardless of the household name, regardless of hit record. A lot of folks know she would sell the show out. Shy Glizzy's a millionaire. He's not a household name, but he's on. You mentioned Wale. If Atra do what he do properly, he can become one. He can sell shows for the rest of his life. Expand his catalog. You see what I'm saying? There's a bunch of ways to do this. It's not more so a household name or a hit record, blah, blah, blah. There's a bunch of rappers who transition from whether it's a rapper to a producer or whatever, or engineer or whatever, or just a walkthrough or public figure, whatever the case may be. You feel me? So when I say on, that's what I mean. Not necessarily a 50 Cent or Eminem or blah, 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 blah. Yeah. No, we're on. There's a bunch of rappers
they're making money off of what they
Beautiful has a street. When it comes to high school and young teenagers right now, ain't nobody fucking with rich shooters, period.
Yeah, that's real.
So they on. Gotcha. Why they can't touch our crowd?
Gotcha. Nah, I get what you're saying. They making money off of their niche market.
Yeah. Everybody's on. You feel me? So you gotta analyze everything that's going on before you start saying, oh nah, nigga, shit's popping. You gotta play your position to get your pie, your slice of the cake.
It's all time. That's all I know. It's all time.
But let me stop, because Sip about to get angry and stuff, and I don't want to sit mad. When Sip mad, it's a whole nother, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave him alone. He's summertime. He got a black shoulder, a sexy bra looking like Joy.
Did you just call me a broad?
Yeah, I call you bipolar. I call you bipolar. What you say?
You said was it sexy what?
I said sexy bipolar girl.
Oh, I thought you called me a broad. I was you was really about to see some crazy. And I'm not bipolar.
It's crazy, not crazy.
You the one who's unstable.
This is the drink, man. He good.
He's unstable without the drink.
It's not drink. It's facts. I'm not playing. It's facts. I'm very serious about what I said. It's not drink. It's facts. Yeah. We have this kind. That's why I said let's do a podcast, because we could never agree, and I don't think I'll ever get what he's saying, and he could never get what I'm saying. I don't care, and he don't care, and we just don't give a fuck. He's wrong.
I feel like he's wrong. So yeah.
Fuck, it is what it is.
What a fucking basketball at?
I know.
Anyway,
y'all
big time.
Jump your plug, yo.
Hey, Big Time Official, BIGTYME Official, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all social media, SoundCloud, everything. Yo, holler at me on social media. You can check out all my music, my video. The official music video out now. You know, Count It Up, out now. iTunes. Let's get it, man.
Culture Links.